Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It is wonderful to have you guys here again as always. Today in this video we're back to the normal V6 stuff with Ethel. She's got a big box, reminds me of a girl I once knew. Anyway, the goal for today, that should be my fuel cell. So I want to go ahead and get that fitted up into the back of the car here. I've got another length of chromoly, so I want to bend up 2 bars that come from there down across and back up, and then another one on this side down over and then back up. I'll probably mount this one off this old tank strap location there. Make up a plate to cover that and then go from there. So that's what I'd like to do today, get all that tacked together and situated. That way I can come through and fully weld it and final weld it. I had a pretty crazy last week and a half. No move performance was pretty busy doing no move stuff, as you guys saw one of it. But in amongst all that chaos, I did manage to get a couple hours in and filled in this panel here. I welded a couple of strips of metal in there and then across there, and then I went and seam sealed the whole thing, this side and the other side. So now that's all ready to go, and then I hit it with some Raptor liner. It's coming out quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, so that's all that stuff done. I've got shocks on the way as well as a track locator kit. So I've got to when I get a chance. Oh, that's right, the diff's up in the car. I'll get that back out in a moment. When I get a chance, we'll have to go get that fitted up. Also got some axles on the way. So then we can get those fitted up and should be able to get it back on the ground pretty quick. I've still got to do anti-roll bar somewhere. I'm going to try and do it off the diff, but I don't know if that's going to be possible just yet, so I'll just wait and see what happens there. But yeah, anyway, fuel cell day. That's my plan for the day. We'll I'm going to go ahead and cut cut this off down there, and then down this side, and then that way it'll give me a place to mount a bar and bend it. This one should be pretty easy. It'll just be 2 90-degree bends. This one will be a 90-degree bend, and then like a 45-ish. But yeah, anyway, go ahead, quickly make up a plate for that, and then start bending up some tubes. Damn it, it's too long. Way too long. Alright, well there we go. That's mounted in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that's come out. I'll go ahead and weld all of this off camera. But yeah, the tank is sunk down a little bit. I didn't want to have it just on the floor height. I wanted to recess it down a bit. I'm also planning on mounting my track locator off these bars if I can. So I figured having a couple of extra lateral bars definitely wouldn't be a bad thing. And then these ones tied into the chassis rail here, also a good thing. Whether I mount it off this bar, or I make another horizontal bar and mount the track locator off there and there, because I've got the wishbone style one coming. I haven't really decided yet. I'll wait till it arrives and then we'll refit the diff and have a look at how we've got for room, so on and so forth. I have a feeling it'll probably just mount off this bar here, around here somewhere, and then come forward to the diff. I don't have any steel to make up brackets for these yet, so I'll go and get some steel during the week and I'll make up a few little feet, and then it can bolt down to this, and this will be quite strong, I think. Worst case, I can also tie it back here if I need to, but I don't think it's going to need to be don't think it's going to need to have that much bar work. So yeah, that's about where I'm going to end it in this video. There is still a little bit of room. Getting a bend around here is going to be pretty tight to get it up into the fuel cell and then from there down to the engine. I think there's still probably just enough room for a 90 or 2. I was thinking of trying to utilize both of these feeds and wiring them into a single 12 up to the tank. I don't think it's going to need that much, so I'll probably just bung one and run a 10 to the tank with a little lift pump around here, and then from the surge it'll get both of the dual 400 litre per hour pumps. Tow bar is still going to stay there. That'll be my chute mount off there. I might work on making that up soon. Again, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Seems like my camera is off, so I don't know how much of that actually got recorded. Probably nothing, so this will be a short little video if that's the case. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's come out pretty good. We'll get the diff out of the car sometime soon and get it refitted back up. I went and welded and painted the 4-link bars, so they're all nice and tidy and ready to go. I still got to get an anti-roll bar coming. I think I mentioned that. But yeah, soon we can start working on mounting things in the back, like puke tank, fuel cell, battery, power steering. You can start running lines. I got 2 rolls of hard line for the feed and return for the fuel cell, so we can start cutting and plumbing and running that, because I'd like to try and, you know, tuck it up as nice as I can around all these bars and shit and the floor and whatever else I can. Power's going to run through the cabin, and I'll do a distribution block on the firewall. Yeah, oh, I put the dash pad back in it. I don't know if you can see it very well. I stuck the dash pad back in it. A friend of mine really generously printed me a dash for the Heltac dash. Yeah, so I'll give a huge thank you to Ben for printing me this up. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that looks nice and cool. I'll throw a photo up here. Fits really nice. I just got to work out if I can get the outside surround on it, so then I don't need to, or so then you can't see all that orange shit. Well, that's a future me problem though. I've still got to make the support for the seat and for the harnesses, the staves for the harnesses. I've continued painting the cage. I've still got little bits to do here and there, so I'll get those done next opportunity I have. And then I want to get these sills painted, because then I can start gutting the doors and rehanging the doors, although I'd like to keep the doors off it until I get all the wiring sorted. Fuck yeah. Just because having the doors off it at the moment makes getting in and out of it really easy, especially with the cage in the way. Got a firewall off the parcel tray too. That's going to be fun. I think I'm just going to rivet and seam sealer some aluminium straight over the top. I'll get in contact with the tech inspector and see what he thinks about that. Yeah, then once all sort of this shit's done, I can firewall all that stuff off and then Reptiliner the whole underside of it, and then I can work on cleaning the rest of the underside of the car and Reptilining the rest of the underside of the car. I was going to repaint the engine bay, especially because that's all fucked. I might just sand back that little bit there and just black that bit. Now that I'm on a bit of a time crunch, I don't have the time I thought I did to do things like this. And well, let's face it, she's a race car anyway. She doesn't need to be the prettiest thing out there, although it would have been nice to have it be really, you know, nice and special. I'm still gonna do all of this, just one, because I want to get rid of the rust, but two, I want to make it a bit prettier. Anyway, that's enough rambling on from me. I am going to get a bit of work done on the ute. I'm putting together a turbo kit for pre-Ecotech, so I want to get a little bit done on that, and then I'm going to call it a day, go inside and spend some time with the missus. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Should have some stuff show up during the week, so that next video we can do things like track locator, maybe axles, a few bits and pieces like that. Hopefully shocks will be here, and potentially we can put a set of wheels on it with a couple of bolts and maybe put it on the ground. Should be pretty exciting. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get to it. I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget, unleash the boost, CO2 the world. Oh, I can't say unleash the boost anymore. Unleash the coolant, CO2 the world. Please leave your likes, comments, and all that good stuff down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one with more fab work on Ethel, I reckon. Bye bye.
the city.